And welcome back to Property Palz. My name is Ben.
My name is Marcus.
And we are super duper excited for another week of the podcast.
What number is it, Ben?
What no? Is it 24?
4.
Whoa, nearly at
Wow.
the quarter of a century.
Ben,
Gosh, time flies.
It does now. Now, this week, Ben, I was reading an article today and it said that house rents drop in 20% of all suburbs.
Across Australia.
Across Australia, house rents in 1 out of 5 suburbs nationwide dropped by as much as 6% in the past 3 months.
Now that's a significant drop and probably some really good news for renters, right?
Good news for renters, not so good for investors or landowners.
Not as much.
Your mortgages are still up to here, but these ones tend to be in Victoria if they're in the more desirable locations regionally. Like when I say regionally, down the Bay, Mornington Peninsula, where your rents went up. And land values went up during COVID extremely, a lot. And then in Tasmania as well, and New South Wales, it looked like in Rose Bay.
That's interesting. And so I know with rents, there's been a lot of talk about rents going up astronomically. What has happened though in some cases is that before COVID they were at a level, then during COVID they dropped a heck of a lot, and then after COVID they went up a little bit. So if you look at before COVID versus post-COVID, that's probably the really important point to be looking at. But anyway, I've got a feeling we're going to keep it all under 20 minutes today.
Bang it
so
out.
let's just smack into number 5.
Give it a bang, Ben.
Marcus, I'm taking you to a very desirable suburb, Carlton North. Now this is Unit 11, 545 to 549 Nicholson Street, Carlton North. It's on a corner property. This one is being quoted for $1 million to $1.1 million. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car. Now that, without even looking at it, $1 million, Carlton North, that could be pretty desirable because,
could it?
And I should have probably done my research, but the median house price in Carlton North, I can tell you for a 3-bedroom house would be well above what that is.
Oh, yeah.
So that could be quite attractive to a family.
Now, Ben, is this heritage?
Now this one here, it's good. We're going to pop up a photo of the front. It's an interesting one. So it might also, could have been a pub in the past. I'm not actually sure what the original use of this pub/hotel property on the corner there. But your one here, now we'll pop up a photo where I have very beautifully circled in red where this apartment is. Now, there's a unit of, I think there's 15 apartments in total. The cars are on the ground there. And this one here, when we went down and did our strategic research on Google Street View, we saw that it was existing in December 2009. So it's more than 15 years old. So it's a fairly old apartment development. And
doesn't mean it's a bad one, it means
that's
it's a good
right.
one.
And so, Marky, what do you reckon of the layout?
Yeah, Ben, the layout, it's interesting. You've got a north-facing terrace, which is great. You've got a balcony on the other side as well, so it's great. You've got 2 outdoor spaces. We've got 2 bedrooms and a kitchen that is facing north onto the large terrace. You've got an ensuite for the main bedroom, which is great. The bedrooms are separated. But Ben, would you flip the bedroom in the living room?
I think that's a really good observation, Marcus. And we had to spend a little bit of time working out the direction that faces, because when you look at that red circle, pop that photo back up again, faces north, most desirable direction, also over the street, not going to get built out or anything like that, get the most sunlight. But what is interesting, Marcus, is what you just said. The 2 bedrooms and the kitchen face north, whereas the living room and one of the bedrooms faces south, and then it's a little bit of a
and it faces to a screen or a frosted glass as well.
Frosted glass, and that's because next door to it, I think, is a residential property, so you can't have overlooking for it. But it's a really good point, Marcus, because you're right that normally what you'd want is your living room facing north, and even maybe your master. Yeah. And so I think if I could redo this, I would do a little bit of rejigging. But maybe it is just because of the shape, and that's what they've done. But
the tandem cars, Ben, do you like those?
Ooh. Again, tandem is better than one, and is probably in some cases better than, some people might think is better than a stacker, but it is a bit awkward because then you have to get out, a car, you have to remove one to remove the other.
And it's not a stacker?
It's not.
Cool.
But in terms of the area, Marcus, Carlton North is very desirable, particularly a lot of downsizers and families like it. The street, Nicholson Street, it's really cute, quaint. There's a lot of cool little wine bars and eateries and restaurants, and directly opposite you, so north of this property, is a cute little wine bar / restaurant called Little Andorra, and there's a couple of more of them just down the street. It's only 350 metres from Edinburgh Gardens.
Which one? Which gardens?
Edinburgh, sorry, there we go. But look, I think it's a cute area. $1 million, 1 to 1.1. Look, for some people, I'm not sure what the internal area is, but it probably looks at maybe what About 10 a square metre, maybe?
I don't know. What do you mean 10 a square metre?
$10,000 a square metre?
Yeah, I'm not sure, Ben. Like, I think it's interesting. Like, you look at also the bedroom sizes. Two of them are good. The second one is 2.8.
It's a little bit small, isn't it? But maybe because that faces north, maybe that'll be the study. Yeah, the study, the master, and then you got the kid's bedroom or the other person's bedroom.
Big bedroom, 3.3 by 3.9. Nice,
Yeah,
Benny.
but look, it's pretty good. And wait, actually, how do you enter into the property? I just was looking at that. The entry, you have to enter into the balcony. So you walk along the balcony to get into the entry. It's an interesting feature.
Don't mind it.
Anyway, number 4, Marcus.
Number 4, 6 of 132 Bank Street, South Melbourne, big boy. 2 bed, 2 bath, 1 car. Asking 1.5 to 1.65 million. It last sold in 2000 for 430k. I think it was 2000 or 2004. I need to double check that. Not sure how big it is internally. Couldn't find on RP Data Price Finder. But it's a really unique floor layout too. There is like 2 first floors. If you bring the floor plan up, Ben.
And just on that point, when you said it sold for $430,000 in year 2000,
2000 or 2004,
Now,
just double check.
that might be before it's been refurbished too on the inside, would you say?
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, maybe not. Looks pretty good. And which photo did you want, Marcus?
The layout, Ben, the floor
the
layout, because
layout.
it's really unique. There's like 2 first
Pop it right
floor
up here.
components.
Yeah.
First floor. So,
And yeah, you're right. Probably this is a must inspect. We'll pop it up here, must inspect. Because to really get a feel about this layout, you're right, there's a couple of different levels. There's ground, you walk in the foyer, the hall.
I've never
then you
seen
go
a hall.
upstairs.
There's a hall, and then there's a hall. I don't understand what that really means. It must be the old terminology.
Up the stairs, I think you go up the stairs, and then you get to the living room, then you go up again to the first floor, and then you go up again to the second floor. Maybe it's 4 levels. Yeah, ground first point. Maybe it's more like a mezzanine or something. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
know.
not quite sure, but Ben, I think it's really unique. The ceiling height is awesome to die for in an industrial warehouse conversion. Faces the timber floors and exposed brick walls. Wowee.
Love it.
The master bedroom on the top of the apartment, nice length of 6 metres, however, only 2.9 wide. Is it too skinny, Ben? Do we like a bit more girth?
We do. I think there's sometimes, particularly with rooms, you want it to be a certain size. Now, master 6 by 2.9, probably acceptable just because it's so long. And that 5 times 3.3, I think that's probably acceptable.
Okay, just so, well, that's not bad. It's got an ensuite. It'd be pretty cool up the top there. You got your own little balcony for the main bedroom. Corner aspect, allowing incredible light and views. It's a multi-level, like, converted industrial building. So,
I love the fireplace too. I'm not sure what the
yes.
technical name for that is, but it just looks beautiful on the exposed beams above too.
doesn't it? What a ripper location. You're in moments away from Clarendon Street, Royal Botanic Gardens, Albert Park, Lake, MSAC, South Melbourne Market, etc. So I really like the location. It's unique. Won't appeal to everyone, but it's got that industrial vibe, the warehouse conversion vibe. I think the ceiling height's the big winner for me.
Yeah, I think huge ceilings. It just, you can't compare it. Once you're in there and you feel all that, you feel like you can breathe. You feel like you can really, just absorb into the space, right? Anyway, I think it's a pretty good one.
So would you buy it for $1.65 million, Ben?
I think for a family that wants to be in South Melbourne, very close to Clarendon Street, South Melbourne Market, Royal Botanic Gardens, yeah, I think it's a winner.
And when you say family, 2 bedrooms only, this one?
Yeah,
Could you
so-
convert the third one?
Well, the sitting room, that's what I was thinking. The sitting room, you could convert that into a bedroom, I think. Now, ground floor bedrooms sometimes aren't as desirable, but then again, I think it's doable.
Nice, cool.
What a winner.
Number
Okay,
3,
we're
big boy.
steaming through it, Marcus. How are we going? Oh, it's good. We're going to, glitzy, glamorous, gorgeous South Yarra.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is 2 May Grove, South Yarra, unit number 9. Now, this is more of a block of flats, but this is a real gritty block of flats.
And when you say flats, Ben, we say, this is old school apartment, a flat. It's not like a new apartment that's been built last year.
That's right. And so I can't tell exactly what year that this was built, but maybe it was in the 60s
I'll
or
try
so,
find.
maybe. But real good bones. This is a 1 bed, 1 bath, 1 car. However, it's really 1 bed, 1.5 because you've got a study as well.
Oh, Benjamin.
Now, we'll pop up the floor plans because I think that's what's really important to look at. Is you can see firstly floor plans. Look, bedroom 3.5 by 2.7, a little bit skinny. Some of these older block of flats apartments, sometimes they did make the rooms a little bit skinny.
Really?
But then again, it's quite long, 3.5. It's got a walk-in, it's got a robe, 1970. What did I say? 60s, nearly got it. So what is it? It's about 50 years old. The bathroom, living, dining room, it's got a small study. Now that study is really good because it faces north.
Oh, wow.
So you can imagine if you're working in there, it would be very, very nice living there, and you'd have a ripper view too.
Wow.
And the living room, it faces east, but like in the bedroom, it faces east. I think it's probably quite good. It's probably quite nice, and you can be in that study if you wanted the room. Whether some people might even go, would I just expose that study and just have the northern light flowing into the living room as well? But you just leave the door open.
Something else you could also do and consider in the future is actually putting the kitchen along a walkway, a corridor, and then actually extend that to be a bigger room.
Make it another room, you're right. That is a potential good idea, Marcus. Now, I think view-wise, I was trying to work out exactly what it is. It looks east, so you're looking towards the eastern suburb. So you're not getting a CBD view, because it does say it has South Yarra views in the listing, but I think it probably has eastern suburb views.
Well, I guess it's generally the area of
Look, it has South Yarra if you're looking north. The building itself, your car parking, I'm guessing your car parking is underneath the property, like some of these older ones do.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it's in front of the garages. It's underneath. I'm not sure what level you are on either too as well. If it was on the top, I think they probably would say
What number
penthouse.
has it been?
Number 9. Now of 15, I think it's probably on level 2.
Let's have a gaze.
Now, when you're looking to as well, we'll probably pop a photo of the street view. What's really good about this property is that the zoning is neighbourhood residential. Now, neighbourhood residential means that you can't densely develop this. So I think it's very unlikely, I can't say 100%, but very unlikely that next door will ever get to the same height as you. So you will continue to have those beautiful, beautiful views.
Ben, that's good due diligence by you then.
Very good. Now, I think last sold? It last sold for $281,000 in October 2006.
Wow, so it's gone up.
It has.
Yeah.
Who said that apartments don't go up?
Oh,
It has gone up.
This is good bones.
It's been quite a long time, but nearly doubled in price.
Oh, I like a good double doozy. Should we move
Now,
on?
I'm guessing we should, yeah. I'm just saying this, there's probably not a lift in this thing because it's one of the older buildings, but then, that's lower owners' corporation fees, that's a winner. Only air conditioning in the living room could mean that the bedroom gets a little bit hot, but I guess you could install it yourself. 250 metres from Hawkesbury train station, very good. 500 metres from Jam Factory, 300 metres from South Yarra Library, and just so that we make the point very clear, we are in a cul-de-sac.
It's a cul-de-sac, Ben. I was going to say, thing is, if you don't have a lift, I recently watched Tangled, the movie. You can have your hair just straight down, and then you can just
Rapunzel,
pull it all the way up.
Anyway, let's go. Number 2, Marcus.
27 Jackson Street, Toorak, Ben.
This one's exciting.
Now, Benjamin, this is a big boy.
A
Or
big
girl,
boy.
or a big...
They, them.
Yep, the 4-bed, 5-bath, 4-car, 493 square metres of land. So it's not a huge blocky, Ben. Sold for $2.8 million in late 2019, and now... Ben, do you know how much it's asking?
Well, the median house price in Toorak, I'm not entirely sure. I think it's $3 to $3.3 million.
I've got the median house here.
3.3?
It's 4.9.
Oh, wow, 4.9
for the June 2023 quarter.
Wow, and 2 as well. You probably can look at whether a 4-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 5-bedroom. I'm not sure what the average amount of bedrooms in Toorak, but maybe it is only 3. But that's $5 million. So this one. So what's this?
In the June quarter, it said
4 mil?
last quarter. Sorry, $13 to $14 million asking
13.
price.
Oh, wow. Bam!
It's huge. So it's about $10 million or $11 million
Then again,
over what they bought it for.
This looks like a real. It's got good concrete, good property.
Good analysis. It's called the concrete curtain due to its brutalist architecture. I'm familiar with brutalist architecture, and this one I actually quite like. The home is enveloped in 259 concrete columns to provide its tranquil oasis away from the hustle and bustle of city life. Designed by Feras Raful of FGR Architects. I'm hoping I say that right.
We'll pop
The
the
home
logo.
very much reflects brutalist architecture, a unique style that emerged in the 1950s in the UK. The home on Jackson Street features folded pleated curtain and glass panels to offer a private and tranquil setting. It is just one of 18 homes globally and also the only Australian design listed as a finalist under the House and Villa category in the World Architectural Festival of 2023, Ben.
Wow. This has a lot of X factor. Now, we probably, because of our age and just the sort of range that we're looking at, we don't often go to the real big, $10 million, even $5 million plus properties.
Even 2, no.
So this is a special one. But tell you what, Marcus, I've been looking through. The outside is special. the inside too as well. Like when I'm looking
a skinny one on the inside.
but like the stairways, and then look at the kitchen. Green is very in fashion too for kitchens at the moment. I've noticed even in Collingwood, some of the milieu, the new developments, they're putting green in the kitchens.
Green marble.
The green
looks of it.
marble.
Like, it's very in your face, but I love it.
Very nice. A little bit of a backyard there. The
Skylight?
walk-in road's got a skylight there too.
A circle
The
skylight's
bedroom.
actually really hard to build out here as well. So yeah, circle skylights are awesome.
Well, look, overall, it's very good-looking property.
Look at the layout, Ben. Now you've got on the bottom. Sorry, do you mind just going to the layout? So you've got your garage, then you've got your living room, your lounge.
Two-car garage. Will that be an issue, do you think? No, sorry, not two-car. Yeah.
That's massive though, isn't it?
So
it's probably
a car,
4.
Well, it's 4. No, yes. So 9.4 long and then 7.5 wide. Okay, yeah, you can get 4 in there.
So yeah, if you're having a $40 million place, you probably.
I was going to say, I was a little bit worried.
But it has does it have a lift? I was looking.
No lift, but I don't think that's an issue
Is that
because.
the lift there? Maybe
It
not.
could be.
Maybe.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
lift.
it is a lift.
So it's got a lift.
I love the stairwell though, Ben.
Ooh,
and that
wow.
master or main suite is freaking enormous. That's that's bigger than your apartment.
And a lot bigger. And that main bedroom and the living room faces north too. That's really desirable. It's got a pool. It's got some fountain feature. This is a really beautiful property. What about the area, Marcus?
Now, Ben, the area of Toorak is just incredible track generally. This one is uniquely positioned just next to a school.
Yeah, I've gone down on Street View and it doesn't have the new property.
No.
I can see the old one there, but it's opposite. Oh gosh, it's opposite. That's a strata development there, just directly across the road. Just strata offices, and then a shopping centre on the other side, and then a school next door.
If I was paying $14 million, personally, if I had that amount of money, I'm not sure if I want my house to be right opposite that shopping centre, very busy, and then right next to a school. You'd hear that bell in the morning. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm thinking that this one is very well, let's say, positioned in the sense it's got all these concrete columns to give it privacy. But,
and maybe that's what they were thinking about when they designed it. Like, you're right, it is, to be next to a school, some people don't mind it because it's absolute convenience. Some people will go,
What happens
don't
if
want
your
them
kids
next to
don't go
school.
there?
That's right. Well, what happens if they do go there and then your house is the party house that all the kids go back to every day? Wow.
Yep.
And then, but what is interesting is that because of this one, it faces north, and so north isn't facing the strata office development across the other road. You're not facing Jackson Street, you're facing probably the property behind you. So that's probably a positive, is that the main areas a little bit insulated with sound too as well.
Insulated, I like that one.
But yeah, I think that's a very nice property.
Ben, it's got to pull out the back as well. Nice little lawn. We're going to move on.
Okay,
Come on, be
7.5 minutes. We're going to smash through this one in 2.5 minutes. We're going to Middle Park. Now, this is one of the most premium suburbs in all of Melbourne.
It is.
225 Beaconsfield Parade at Unit 18. And this, I honestly think this is an absolute ripper. Being sold by the one, the only Oliver Booth, right in the heart of Middle Park.
I'm not sure if this one's been sold by Oliver Booth.
Oh, yeah, no, that was the other one. Sorry, we'll cross that out. This, by Stephanie Evans and David Wood.
Woody.
Bell Property. Now, this one here is really fascinating because it's a 1 bed, 2 bath, 1 car. It is a pad and a half because it actually used to be a 2-bedroom apartment. And so what they did, they converted it to a 1-bedroom apartment.
I see what they've done.
So look at the layout here. North-facing windows all around,
Wow.
180-degree views. This bedroom is ripper, walk-in robe, ensuite bathroom, an additional bathroom there. If you wanted to put another bedroom, you actually could still put it in. I'm not sure
Where
exactly
would you put it,
Ben? Put up the floor plans. I think you put it next to this bedroom here, and then the dining room to the side. But
okay.
Either way, I think this could be very attractive to a downsizer or someone that just wants to live there, that don't have kids.
Show us the view, Ben. The view's incredible.
This view is super, like absolutely super. You're looking across the bay. It is absolutely
What
stunning.
do you call it, a banger?
An absolute banger and a half. Now, I'm just going to look what other great notes that I had about this property here, Marcus. I think Middle Park, you're going to always have this. It's on level 5 of the iconic Hobson's Bay apartment, 180-degree view, northern light. Originally designed as 2-bedder, I've said all that already. Exposed concrete screed floor, so I think it's just a light concrete screed on top. Kitchen is looking a little bit tired, and then the bathrooms too. Like, in all honesty, I wouldn't even put one of the photos of the bathroom. I just get the people in to have a look.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the bathroom, the guest bathroom needs work. Keep going through there. We'll pop it up here. I think the tiles on the floor look great. That's the ensuite. No, keep going. There we go. That looks a little bit like
Does that look familiar to you?
Yeah. I think you could touch it up with for not too much money, and it would improve it.
But we are a big fan of the good old shower over bathtub, aren't
Yeah,
we?
no, it's good. You might want a bath, you want a shower. And so, we've got 20 seconds to go.
Hurry up,
Anyway, I couldn't find when this last sold. Been quoted for $1.4 to $1.5 million on a square metre rate. That's well above $10,000 a square metre, I think. But for someone that wants to be in Middle Park, premium suburb, view that's never going to be built up.
Oh, yeah.
You know, this, I actually really like this one. Also, I've got a pool as well in the
in the
ensuite,
complex.
which is great. Go to the sea, come back for a swim at home as well. So that's it.
Ben, can I just quickly ask, which one would you like to live in?
I would Middle Park. Come on, that penthouse looks awesome.
All right, guess what I'm going to choose?
Property there, where?
Toorak. Give me the $14 million
come on.
bender.
Anyway, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope we got under 20 minutes, and we'll see you next week for another episode of Property Palz. See you
Thank
later,
you.
mate.